Good morning, Suzel. With those simple, kind words of a man saying good morning to the lady he likes is how it starts the duet that we'll be sharing today. And of course, as you can already see on the screen, we are referring to I was planning to say the very famous. Unfortunately, truth is that it is really not that famous. In fact, I am considering it for season 10, of which I haven't shared with you much. Uh, but if it is to be considered for season 10, it is because it is beautiful, very, very beautiful, and so very unknown. I don't think I have ever had a chance of seeing any tenor and soprano doing it live. Typical Traviata duets. So typical to have Traviata or to have maybe even Rigoletto, but to go for something like Suzel from the opera L'amico Fritz by Maestro Pietro Mascagni, that is so uncommon. The other recording that I recall very well, but this is not the one that I'm going to be sharing with you now, is I have also talked in the past about this initiative that Pavarotti, when there were the three tenors, Pavarotti, Domingos, and Carrera, uh, somehow in parallel and later, Pavarotti went on a tour called Pavarotti and the Three Sopranos, and in there is where he sings this duet Suzel Bondi. Uh, I don't want to make the comparison, but I have to do it because, of course, from my perspective, Pavarotti does this duet extremely well. Not saying that this guy here that we're about to talk about is bad, but the thing is that when you have Pavarotti as a comparison in a lyrical duet, it's very difficult to reach the heights of the very well-known tenor. But with that being said, with those kind words of Suzelwondi, why don't we hear to a part of it so that I can continue sharing?
Suzel buon dì, un gaio rosinuolo, la voce misteriosa. Mi dite mai? Mi piace come canti. Oh, signor Fritz, canto così, come vien dal cuore. I fiori son per me, per voi li occulti, ed oltre i fiori ho pronto una sorpresa. Una primizia certo. Le ciliegie. Ciliegie.
And that is the reason why this is called the cherry duet, because this lady Suzel is picking, collecting the cherries, and this is how this guy arrives. We're listening to the voices of Eileen Perez and Stephen Costello. Um, Even though I like what they did together, I have to say that I keep more, from my perspective, I think I lean adheres more to the vocality and the intention of the role. At the opening, Stephen is having a hard way to find it because the singing has to be very simple. It's just two persons who meet in the morning and the lady is picking up cherries and the guy just arrives and they start flirting. So it is a very quotidian, simple scene. And so the phrase "Suzel bondi," no intention, no exaggeration, not keeping for longer, not too much volume, and the duet "Dunque rossignolo." It has also to be very simple. You don't need to show off, hey, I'm an opera singer here. And then there are these continuous lyrical melodies, which of course are again so
E
lovely.
son di giamatore.
So far, if you weren't aware of this duet, then you must agree with me that this is so lovely, and the melodies that the two of them are singing, this very discreet flirting that they are having with each other, with using the cherries as excuse. It's it seems natural. It sounds well, and if the two voices, the tenor and the soprano, care enough to do it lyrically well, then you certainly are going to love it.
Egli è felice nel canto mormorò sui rami floridi ai suoi piccini lieti l'aspettano agili scherzano dei biancospini tra i fiori candidi. Come interpreti bene il linguaggio, sembra che parlino, il raggio dell'aurora.
And also, for what you can hear, what you're witnessing now is that Eileen Perez has a very homogeneous voice, which of course helps a lot in this type of singing. As I said, the tenor started a little off place, but improves as the duet goes on. I think we can all witness now that the connection between the two singers has already been established. If you recall the episodes that Katia and I have had in the past, have mentioned a good number of times how important it is that each other of the singers listen to what the other is doing so that it actually sounds like a duet. Also, as we are reaching the end of the duet, I would like you to notice something. It is going to be an ending that it's anticlimactic. You will see why. And as we're reaching the end, everybody's expecting the very high, powerful note that shows that two of them are great, powerful singers. Get ready for the super high note. And that is the super high note. There is no high note at all because many times to make art, to make something beautiful, you don't need to wrap up with a powerful note that is out of place. So beauty ends, or this duet ends with a beautiful word of love and a beautiful sound of two voices that almost disappear in the air as it would be a breathing.